Yesterday was a big day for us. That's now back to back. Let's look to keep it going. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome on into the Friday edition here of Winning Bets. That's right, baby. It's the weekend. We're just a few hours away from the weekend, and thank you guys for going ahead and kicking off your morning with me here and kicking off your weekend with me. It's your boy, Jason Mattis, as always. We've got a nice, big, super big show on tap. We've had a nice couple days here now. We've built up some profit. Before we get on into today's action, let me go ahead, guys. We got a little bit of business we need to get to. The first hand of business is just kind of letting you guys know there's not going to be a show on Monday. The Winning Bets community is going to go ahead and grow by one on Monday as Mrs. Winning Bets is headed to the hospital on Monday. She's going to go ahead and give birth to our second child. So there's definitely a 0% chance I can go ahead and pull off a show on Monday. She would obviously be really, really pissed if I did something like that. So yeah, no show on Monday. I'm going to go ahead and have our second child. I'm going to try and pull off a show on Tuesday. Expectation is we'll probably still be in the hospital, but maybe I can sneak away, get a show in. Even if I've got to do it from the bathroom of the hospital, I think I can go ahead and pull it off for you. She'll again be super pissed at me, so I kind of have to be sneaky to try and pull this off. But I do believe we'll be able to get to a show on Tuesday. But worst case is, as long as we're home from the hospital sometime Tuesday, we can go ahead and get in a show on Wednesday, worst case. But as always, I'll be firing off bets. Just make sure you're following me on Twitter. It's at Winning Bets Pod. It's at Winning Bets Pod. But the Winning Bets community is going ahead. We continue to grow, baby, and we'll just become one more stronger with us on Monday. So that would be pretty cool right there. All right, guys, what about the NFL, baby? The NFL's back. Training camp. Are you guys injecting all the NFL news into your body like I am? I cannot get enough Buffalo Bills coverage right now. I'm hitting up every Bills beat reporter out there wanting to know how training camp's going. I've listened to every press conference from Sean McDermott and Brandon Beane so far. I just absolutely love it. Even when the press conferences it doesn't matter which player gets asked about. Every player is fucking looking good right now. Every player is optimistic that they're going to have a great season, and nobody's doing anything wrong right now. And I don't care right now. Give me the NFL information. I'm soaking it all in, and I'm sure you guys are as well. It's also gotten me fully deep into my NFL future bets. With a note on that, probably not going to go ahead and make that video next week, again, with the new baby and stuff. Probably be a little hectic next week. I'm looking at the following week after. The following week after is when I'll go ahead and put together a show for you guys for NFL future bets. Again, I've been doing the research heavily here over the last couple weeks. I've definitely honed in on some bets that I'm going to go ahead and like, and I just want to keep turning over the information. But yeah, look for that information again. Maybe not next week, a little bit of hectic for me. That following week, go ahead and look for me to go ahead and drop a show. But guys, NFL is back, baby. Back. I know you guys love it just like I do. All right, guys, now let's go ahead and get on up into the show. Let's go ahead and recap yesterday. Good. Another fantastic day right there. 3-2 yesterday and plus 6.2 units. And now that brings us up on the week at plus 6.31 units. Where did it all go right yesterday? We hit the Tigers F5 run line. Yeah, wasn't that a no-brainer win right there, baby? You knew that was going to cash. My man is number one up in F5 money line profit. That was an easy. When does he pitch again? Can he pitch today? Because I want him on that mound so I can go ahead and put my money behind him again. Nice cruise to an easy F5 win right there. It was right there. And then the Brewers run line, that also came through for us right there. They whooped up on those Pirates. I believe the inning score was 12-0. Maybe a touch of a sweat as it was 1-0 for a little bit too long. But then they went in and just exploded, I believe, in the sixth inning right there. Got tons of runs right there. So that Tigers win and the Brewers win were both good. We used both of our profit boosts, free bets. Just really good execution this week of utilizing free bets and utilizing profit boosts. So just a really good, fantastic job. Got us sitting really, really good so far this week. Our trip of the day was the dog of the day. That loss is annoying. That loss is annoying, folks, for a couple reasons. One, because they obviously didn't play their two best players. I mean, Bryant and Rizzo went ahead, and a couple hours before the game, they announced that they weren't going to be in a starting lineup. So, that hurts. And Ross says it was a scheduled off day. That's a bunch of baloney. You don't give your two best players the off day on the same day. You're going to stagger those things. You just don't do that. Your two best players don't sit on the same day as it being a scheduled off day. So that really obviously hurt. But then, even if with the two best players on the team not in the lineup, we still had a lead going into the sixth inning, And then the errors just came. Errors in the 6th inning, errors in the 7th inning, and then they were able to capitalize in both of those innings. The Reds were able to. I know those errors weren't, the third out in the inning, but fact is, error never fails in Major League Baseball. You commit an error, you're going to go ahead and give up runs over the course of that inning. So just frustrating that they had the lead going that 6th inning, and errors are pretty much what contributed, to the Cubs going ahead and losing that game. But that happens, and that was just really, really annoying right there. Then we also got tripped up at that Athletics team total. That was also a little bit annoying. They needed 5 runs in that game. They got 3 runs in the first inning, and then didn't get a whole much after that. They ended up getting 1 more and falling 1 short as they won that game 4-0. So that one hurt. Then we came back, guys, got an NBA a draft prop. Hit it in draft prop. I went ahead yesterday and tweeted out all my answers for the Yahoo Fantasy Slate contest and the Fox Bet Super 6 contest. They each put up a contest there for that NBA draft. And I was in the middle of doing that research and thinking, I'm spending all this time doing this research. I'm going to go ahead and get one bet. There's going to be one bet that I'm going to like over the course of this research, and I'm going to go ahead and bet it. That's exactly what I did. I settled in on Luke Garza under 55.5 for his draft selection process, or his draft position number, and that was at plus 110, so we got great value right there. He ended up being drafted number 52 by the Pistons. So thank you, Detroit, coming through. Detroit Pistons coming through for us there and give us some nice cash by picking him up. So with that, with the Brewers, Tigers, just an absolute fantastic day. Plus 6.2 units. Now up on the week at 6.31 units. Guys, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know you've been a part of yesterday's cash. And we also hit that free giveaway bet. Open it up to you guys. Said, hey, which bet do you guys like? And you guys told me it was that Brewers run line. And yeah, you guys, the way I talked about it in yesterday's show, I loved that Brewers run line. I put a $100 free bet on it. Of course, I love that bet. You guys agree with me the same way. So let's go ahead and get a name up out of this hat. And let's go ahead and give somebody $43. Congratulations, guys. Good job picking a good... you guys just picked a good one. I thought maybe you guys were going to go Tigers, but yeah, Brewers right there. So yeah, this person is going to take home $43. It is Jeffrey P. Jeffrey P went ahead and won himself $43. So go ahead and hit me up on Twitter. Drop me your PayPal information, and I'll go ahead and give you that $43. And of course, those things keep on rolling on into the action right there. And it's still going to be up on you guys. It's still up on you guys because you guys are in charge of this current free giveaway bet that we're doing. So we'll look to see what you guys pick. Put $50 on it. See if you guys can't come through us for a new winner. All right, with that being said, today's show is going to be a little bit different. Every single bet I give you guys today is going to be a lean. A lean. No official bets on today's show. They're all leans. And why are they leans? Well, first of all, I hate leans. I absolutely hate leans. For the one reason I hate leans is, I'm going to sit here and give you a bet. Let's say I'm going to tell you guys let's say I'm going to take Pirates today. It's a lean. My money ain't behind it, but you guys should put your money behind it. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm going to give you a lean. I don't have enough confidence to put my dough up on it, but hey, you should go ahead and put your dough on it. It's a lean. It's a lean. And the other reason I hate leans is I hate the way people who give out leans react to them on social media. They hit a lean, you're going to hear about it until the cows come home, the way they talk about it on Twitter. You will hear about it until the cows come home that the leans cash. Leans don't hit, it's fucking crickets. You ain't gonna hear a damn thing. So I just hate it. You can't have it both ways. It's a lean. It's a lean. That's a pick, man. I just don't like leans. Obviously, I've given out a couple leans on this show, but when I give out leans on this show, obviously they're super, super rare. But when I do it, I'm jumping on here to do this show nice and early so you guys, for the bets that I do have my money behind, you guys can get the same value that I can. And then I've given out a couple leans of just, hey, I'm still doing some research. I like this stuff, but I wanted to hop on YouTube, do the show, but I'm going to keep turning over the information. And if I do end up liking it, I'm going to go ahead and make that official bet. And of course, I'll announce it on Twitter. Those are kind of the only leans I give is I'm in the process of doing the research and this is the way where I'm headed. Just look for me on Twitter. But yeah, I absolutely hate leans. And then the reason why today's, everything's going to be lean today. It's all about the MLB trade deadline. We didn't get fully burned by yesterday by Bryant and Rizzo being sat down again. Cubs were in the lead, 6th inning. They had some errors. It kind of unraveled for them there late in that game. But make no bones about it. You don't have your two best players in the lineup, that's going to go ahead and hurt you every single time. So, you know what? There's no day games. Every game today starts, I believe it's 6 or 7 o'clock Eastern time, a little bit later. So we've got time. We don't have to rush it. Let's see what the information unfolds. You've already seen yesterday, those trades were wild. Scherzer's gone. Not only did they sent Scherzer, that was a little bit predictable, right? On the last year of his deal, they sent Trey Turner packing. And now they've sent Kyle Schwarber packing. They done sold everybody, up in the Nationals. And you're seeing other teams obviously trade. You got Gallo being traded. You got Rizzo being traded. I mean, the trades, you got Duffy being traded. I mean, the number of trades are obviously always astonishing around this MLB trade line. So let's just see whether the dust settles. I'm going to go ahead and give you a bunch of picks. They're all going to be leans. But let's just see where the dust settles after this MLB trade deadline. If guys, haven't been traded away or, and are still going to be involved in the games that we like, then we'll go ahead and make it. And, of course, I'll announce everything on Twitter. My official bets that I'll have on today, everything will have to be announced on Twitter, again, after the MLB trade deadline, which is, 3:30 or 4:30 Eastern time? So pretty much as soon as that happens, bets will come out immediately after, once we know, who has or hasn't been traded. So that's why today's show is all going to be about leans on today's show. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into it, guys. You got Matt Harvey Day, fellas. Matt Harvey Day, Tigers versus Orioles. Hold off before you fade Matt Harvey. Matt Harvey's in that stretch where I'm going to have that one good stretch of season to get another contract for next season. His last 2 starts against the Royals and Nationals, he's gone 12 innings pitched and given up 0 runs. I'm not fading Matt Harvey today. We haven't talked about Matt Harvey for a while on the show. The reason why we haven't talked about him in a while is his last 2 starts have both been on the weekend. Obviously, I don't do the show on the weekend. I faded him in both of those starts against the Royals and Nationals, and obviously I was punished for doing so because, again, 12 innings pitched, 0 runs. So he's looking like he's on a good little bit of roll here. I'm going to wait for him to have that one bad start and then go right back to fading Matt Harvey. But, yeah, I will have no part of fading Matt Harvey today because, again, he's in that little mini stretch he likes to do to go ahead and get him a contract next season. So I just want to caution you guys. I know he's playing the Tigers. Tigers have been putting a lot of money up in our pocket, but I can't do it. I can't do that one right there. What a lean is I do like is this Braves versus Brewers game. This one's not even available on the sports books yet. I'm taking the F5 under. We'll see what the number comes in at, but I'm loving the F5 under here. Why do I like the F5 under? Corbin Burns is on the mound for the Brewers. Elite stuff. We've tailed him enough this season, gotten cashes. You got to know about him. And then a little bit unsure how to pronounce the starter's name for the Braves. I think it's Toussaint. We'll go ahead and say with that. Hopefully I got it right. He's only pitched 13.2 innings pitched this season, but he's given up 2 runs, 15 Ks, and 8 hits, and doing it against good teams. So you got 2 really good starters on the mound. I want to see what this number comes in. Go ahead and remove the bullpens out of this. We're banking on these starters being who they are. They've had really good seasons. So I just took the bullpens out of the equation. I'm just going to focus on that F5 under. I need to see what that number comes in. Probably coming around 4. I wouldn't even be surprised. Maybe it comes in at 3.5, but more likely it'll probably be 4, 4.5. But yeah, I'm likely to jump on that Braves Brewers. F5 under is one of my plays today. The other play I'm going to go ahead and jump in on more than likely is going to be the Mariners versus Rangers. I'm going to take that Mariners F5 money line. So you got the Mariners and Rangers, Mariners F5 money line. You guys remember, guys, I showed you that chart yesterday about Casey Mize being the MLB's most profitable MLB pitcher. Let's go ahead and throw that sucker back up. Look at that, fellas. Who's number 2 on that list? Oh, just a starter for the Mariners today in Gilbert. Look at that on the bottom of the chart. You got the least most profitable MLB pitchers in Major League Baseball. You got Allard down there. Allard, he's the 9th least profitable pitcher in Major League Baseball so far this season. Well, who's on the mound today? You got Gilbert. You got Allard. This is like a dream scenario right here. You got one pitcher who's kicking ass in terms of putting money in your pocket, and the other one's doing nothing but taking the money out of your pocket. This screams Mariners F5 money line. So, boy, that's certainly a bet that I'm going to go ahead and lean right there. We'll see what the number comes in at. Hopefully we can take it with just the tie option. That's obviously the preferable option because, then you get a tie. You obviously get your wager back. We haven't seen what the numbers are. Again, sportsbooks just don't have a lot of these games up. Maybe we have to take the run line, but I lean just Mariners F5 money line. Joey Gallo, Rangers best players, not even on the damn team anymore. The Rangers are shit to begin with. They're clearly, getting rid of all their good players, trying to bring in some good prospects. Mariners are showing a lot of fight. They're competing. They came back the other night against the Astros. The other night when they went down early, they still competed, did really well. They've got a good bullpen since the All-Star break. So I know we're not talking about the bullpen in an F5 game, but just talking about how good the Mariners are competing. They're playing really well here. So I like Mariners F5 money line. Again, we'll see what that number comes in at. We'll go ahead and look to back that one. Another bet I like here is Indians White Sox. White Sox on that run line. Look, you got Lynn on the mound here for the White Sox. If Cole continues to have struggles like he did yesterday against the Rays, and Lynn just stays on the trajectory he has, I'm talking about Lance Lynn as your AL Cy Young winner. I mean, that's the kind of season that he's having, folks. So, yeah, I've got no problem backing Lynn. You got Mejia on the mound there for the Indians. He's just been absolutely terrible. I know the White Sox offense is struggling. You don't have to tell me that. But they've been on the road during this recent little struggling stretch that they've had many. Now they're coming home. They've got their bona fide ace on the mound. I'm expecting a nice game for the White Sox, so maybe look to back that White Sox run line. If I take the White Sox, it would be on that run line because I've already seen the line for the money line. It's up in the 200s, so you're gonna have to take the run line, and I'd be comfortable with that. Again, let's see who does or doesn't get traded, but I like that White Sox run line so far today. Another run line I like is Royals Blue Jays. I also like that Blue Jays run line. I mean, we know everything about this Blue Jays team. They're just offensively a machine. But what I like about this game is this is going to be the Blue Jays' first home game in 2 years. And guys, you've seen a lot of funny shit in sports. I mean, you guys been around sports long enough. Emotion, stuff like this, like really, really matters. I mean, just remember the Saints' first home game after Katrina. I think they played the Falcons, I believe that it was, and Falcons were heavily favored in that game. And the Saints destroyed them. It's because of that whole emotion going to that game. You know, not having home game there for a while there for the Katrina. The stadium gets damaged and what have you. And they just destroyed the Falcons. That's just one of many examples you can find throughout sports where something like this, like emotion, really matters. And this is going to be the first home game in 2 years in Toronto. That fucking stadium's going to be rocking. And I mean absolutely rocking. So yeah, I like that Blue Jays run line. Again, let's see who gets traded or not traded, but that's the way I'm leaning right now. You could also lean maybe Blue Jays, White Sox, money line parlay. You know, I wouldn't be awfully mad with that. So yeah, some form of fashion between White Sox, Blue Jays, run line separate, maybe a money line parlay. Again, let's go ahead and see what the numbers come in right there. All right, let me go ahead and give you guys my last lean. It's my dog of the day. My dog of the day is gonna be the Boston Red Sox. You can get it right now at plus 120 over at FanDuel or DraftKings, so it is a good dog. I will always use my live 20% profit boost at Bet Rivers on whatever my dog of the day is. But right now, this is my dog of the day right now. Given the information we've got right now, hopefully it doesn't change much right now because I do like the Boston Red Sox right today. They're going up against the Tampa Bay Rays, which I know it's a tough matchup, but obviously, the Red Sox are a really good team. You got Perez going on the mound here versus Fleming. Both of these guys are going to give up runs. I mean, make no bones about it. Both of these guys will get tagged anywhere from, I would estimate, from 2 to 4 runs if I had to take a guess. We know the Red Sox offense is better. I mean, like really, really better. Both of these starters today are left-handed pitchers. So if you look at what these offenses have done versus left-handed pitching since the All-Star break, Boston with the better batting average. I mean, that doesn't surprise me right now. I mean, Boston just has a really, really good offense. Boston also has 37 more plate appearances than the Tampa Bay Rays, but only 1 more strikeout. And that's what the Rays have been doing all season long, is just striking out. They've been at the bottom 3 all season long. All season long. They're going to strike out a ton again today. They've also hit more double plays against left-handed pitching since the All-Star break. So, yeah, I mean, Red Sox have the better offense by far. So I like that. Bullpen-wise, since the All-Star break, Rays are number 1. I mean, let's just go ahead and call it what it is. The Tampa Bay Rays are number 1. But the Red Sox aren't far behind. And, in fact, the Red Sox are even better than the Rays in a couple of statistics. Where they're better, opponent's batting average, Red Sox actually are number 1. Red Sox are number 1 in opponent's batting average since the All-Star break. Now Rays are number 2, right there. What about WHIP? Rays are number 1. Red Sox are number 4. So you can see they're not all that far behind. There are some categories where now there is a little bit of a bigger gap. That's why I do say, the Rays are obviously better, and the Rays are probably the number 1 bullpen since the All-Star break. But it's not some big discrepancy. I like that, Red Sox are at least number 1 and better than the Rays in opponent's batting average. That to me, carries a lot of weight right there. So, yeah, bullpen-wise, tip the cap there to the Rays. Offense-wise, we tip the cap, obviously, to the Red Sox. And from a starter perspective, I think it's pretty much a wash. And also the Red Sox, they went ahead and acquired Kyle Schwarber last night. So yeah, that's going to just rejuvenate that clubhouse. They're already a playoff bound team. They're already looking like they're going to make a real serious threat here for the World Series. They're going to go ahead and get Chris Sale back. Now you bring in a Kyle Schwarber, who was all he was doing in Washington was hitting bombs. I mean, that's all that guy does is hit bombs. So that's a nice addition. Meanwhile, for the Reds. Or no, sorry, not for the Reds of the Rays. They traded Castillo. They've got a great bullpen, but they traded one of their good bullpen arms in Castillo. He's given up no runs since June 20th. He's not given up any runs since June 20th. This guy's been pitching lights out for the last, let's say, month and change. This guy's been lights out, and they traded him away. So yeah, Red Sox bringing in players. Rays, got rid of a good player, quite frankly. Red Sox are 4-2 this season up against the Rays. Let's see who and who does not get traded over the course of today. But as of right now, I'm leaning right now. The Red Sox as being my dog of the day is how I'll go ahead and do that one right there. All right, guys, that's all we're going to do on today's show. Again, look for me on Twitter. As soon as that MLB trade deadline has gone ahead and finished, we'll go ahead and lock in these plays official. I'll go ahead and sit down on a tweet immediately and let you guys know what I'm going to go ahead and put my money behind right now. But as of right now, that's where I'm leaning. Let's go ahead and see, again, who does and doesn't get traded. I'll go ahead and make these bets official. Don't forget, guys, I'm not going to do a show on Monday. May not do a show on Tuesday. I'm going to try like hell to get one on Tuesday. Worst case, we're back here on Wednesday. Obviously, I assume you guys obviously understand welcoming a new baby just can't pull it off on Monday and may not be able to pull it off on Tuesday. Hoping like hell to get it in on Tuesday. I'll miss you guys. I want to get back in here, talk some sports, and hang out with you guys. But that being said, guys, go ahead, enjoy your weekend. Have a fantastic time, and we'll see you back here sometime. Just keep following me on Twitter. All my bets will keep coming out this weekend and early part of next week. They'll keep cranking out on Twitter until we get back on here early sometime midweek. All right, guys, enjoy it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.